Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another exciting session. And let me give you a warning. Never ever for a second think artificial intelligence is the future, because you're mistaken if you think that, because artificial intelligence is right now. It's the present. As we speak, AI is transforming so many tools, transforming so many processes, so many things are getting evolved. Tools have become influenced heavily by AI, and it's almost a warfare if you just go and look into the tools market, not just financially, not just from a financial standpoint, but if you start looking at the kind of activities these tools are able to perform and the way they are trying to reform the entire digital marketing ecosystem that we were always used to, it's beyond amazing. So here is what I want to tell you. If you think that digital marketing tools were only restricted to help you form a basic analysis, whether it's SEMrush or whether it's SpyFu, whether it's any data analytics platform or anything that gives you more insights, if you think AI was only restricted to that, you're highly mistaken. Because AI is not just looking at paid campaigns, your tracking mechanisms, it's also heavily impacting the SEO world. And if you don't believe me, the tool that I'm going to talk to you about now will completely change the way you think. Because I was mind blown when I looked at this tool this morning. And I think this is just the beginning. We're just scratching the surface, and it's only going to get better, wild, and weird, if I may say, for a lack of a better word. The reason I say that is, how about this? Throughout our life as a digital marketer, we were told that SEO is a combination of the content that you write, the links that you build. It's based upon the keyword research that you do, your competitor analysis, etc. While the fundamentals don't change, the fundamentals are still the same. But what has changed is the involvement of tools in the way they tell you what could work and what could not work is just amazing, is what I felt. Google is based upon algorithms, and the most confusing algorithm of our lives as such is the Google algorithm. But the same algorithm can be used, or similarly, algorithms can be used by tools which are powered by AI to counter this algorithms better with the inputs that you give. And I think this tool completely explains how that happens in action. So without any delay, let's start talking about a tool called MarketMuse. Now, MarketMuse is a tool which will help you leverage your content based upon what the tools powered by AI suggest in terms of the topics that you want to do, or in terms of the content that you write, or in terms of the keywords that you could include. And it also gives you an insight into how the competitor scene looks like, and that it also gives you a report that you can leverage. So I have these things ready. Let me just show what I mean. Now, make content your competitive advantage. Now, the AI content intelligence and strategy platform that transforms you how you research, plan, and craft your content. See it in action. So I've just signed up for it, but let me see if I can show you anything else that could matter. Right, so it's going to predict content success. It's going to give you suggestions, predictions as to what you should write about, which is beyond amazing, based upon what you already have. It also tells you where you rank in the complete landscape of, let's say, 1 to 20 top websites that are ranking on Google. Where do you stand, or how could you get there? Is what this tool lets you. So let's get into action. Let's not waste any time. Now, you could log in using your official email ID. You will see this. I have the results because I've already done it, but let's start from the scratch if you are curious. Now, it gives you applications in terms of research, compete, and optimize. You can research things, you can compete, look at the competitive scene, and then you can also optimize your current situation. And along with that, they can also help you build reports. I think there should already be a report, because I already ran it just to save time. So we'll talk about that report, and let's see where we stand from the research point of view. Let's say if you want to research, if you want to start your research, now it'll ask you for a topic. Now I've given my topic. It will also ask you to provide your URL or the page link, that page URL, for that to go ahead and start looking at the research options. Now, when you say run, let's do it again. When you say run, it gives you a list of topics that you could have used versus what are the others doing, and which topic should you start focusing upon more. It gives you a list of suggestions. So based upon that, you can start framing your content going forward. Now, how is the content provided to you, or how are the suggestions provided to you? Because there is something called as natural language processing. So based upon the inputs that you give, it also suggests what should you write, in fact, what kind of content that you write, which will have a great impact than what you already have. It will also give you a score in terms of how many words does your page have and what is the standard average number of words that people who are ranking at the top already have. So it will give you those suggestions, and based on those suggestions is when you can go ahead and start coming up with great amount of insights as far as content is concerned. When it ties in all these things together in terms of showing you in terms of a report about all these things at once, what topic, what is the score, what rank, which URL, how do you compete, or how can you go ahead and start learning things from them, is what all this framework talks about. Now we start looking at this. These are the list of suggestions that the tool tells you. Now these are all the related topics to your main topic that you have given. So you should start looking at using these, and how do you decide what to use? Based upon the suggested distribution here. So if you start looking at this, 3 to 10 is a great distribution if you want. Now digital marketing is a topic that you should start talking about, or in terms of the content that you should write on your page. And that's when you go ahead and start looking at things, right? Now, when you look at the competitor analysis thing, where they tell you these are the related topics which are from your research, and these related topics are being distributed this way, and these are the top ranking websites, let's say from 1 to 20. Now all these, you can also, and the best part is you could compare the second rank, right, and see how it is doing in comparison to yours, and see what is the word count, what is the content score that's assigned. This is yours and this is theirs. So there are certain areas where they're doing a great job. For example, they're using words like these and topics like these, which are giving them an edge over you, while you're not doing that. So these are all things that you could learn. Now you could compare things like, let's say, from 8. Now look at things that they're leveraging on. They're using things like machine learning, course, analytics. Now if these apply to you, obviously you can't blindly follow these things, but if they apply to you, there is nothing wrong in going ahead and implementing these things. They also share the URL so that you can go to the URL and see what how their content is organized. Now, free Google online courses and trainings. This is exactly what I'm trying to do on my URL. So it doesn't hurt just to go and see what they're doing so distinctly well that I could borrow or I could learn from. This is just a review of all the things where you can learn free Google Ads course. Now, looking at these things, you can look at the choice of the words, you can look at what they have done so that you can come back and include that in your content going forward. So this is what your compete tab tells you. And then you have something called as optimize. And I think this is where things get a little interesting, because if you start looking at optimize is where it will start showing. I think I was thoroughly impressed by this, in fact. Thoroughly impressed by this, because if you start looking at optimizing your existing content, it fetches the content from your URL that you have already provided. It gives you a content score. Your content score basically is 0. And on an average, you have about 15 words or word count. And then if you look at the word count of 48, but the average word count is 1174. And the target that you should aim at to have that kind of impact in terms of content that you write on your site is 2583. And this is only specific to this URL. And it is also specific to the competitors that I am talking about, or the tool is talking about. So when Google looks at all these 20 people who are ranking at the top, and where I stand in comparison, it says that the average length of the article is 1174 words long, and the target is about 2583. So that's, if you target that, I think that's where your content will start making more sense to people or to the algorithm, so that Google can take something and start ranking on it. So this analysis is what is needed to optimize my content, and that is what the optimize tab tells you. Now, inventory is what you already have given. It could be a topic, it could be your pages that you want, and if you want to add more, I think you would have to go for a premium account. This is just a trial account, so I'm just testing what works and what doesn't. Then you can go ahead and create a report based on the same things. You can give a topic, you can give your URL. Market Muse goes ahead and runs a report for you and tells you how can changing things impact you in the big way. So if you start clicking on the report and see what the report is talking about, I was thinking that this is all you need, right? Insights like these are what you need for you to go ahead and start taking meaningful actions. I'm not saying this tool is automating the entire process and telling you what you should do today so that you can rank tomorrow. It's giving you a structured approach step by step so that you can leverage these things and start working on your content and taking suggestions. Wait a minute. Where are the suggestions? I told you that it is going to give you suggestions that you can go ahead and write content about. It will tell you what people are asking for. Where is that? That's not to be seen anywhere, right? This is where you will see it. So when you start running this report, the target content score is 29, while my content score is 0. But the average content score is 3 or something for certain URLs. But 29 is the score that I should be aiming at, right? And the suggested word count is 2583. Now, these should be my targets, and I should write content, start link building or building links to achieve this score. Now, optimization objective. Our goal is to optimize this piece through various best practices. This content item, although well written, is not getting as much traffic from search engines as possible. MarketMuse has put together a strategy to help digital titans rewrite this content so it speaks to the needs of the audience better when searching for information related to Google Ads scores. Now, how beautiful is that? So it's exactly what I want to achieve, and it is giving me all the pieces of information that I could use to go ahead and start building this. Now, we have outlined the important data to consider when planning your content, user intent, profiles, questions, blah, blah, blah. So let's see what those suggestions are. Now let's take a look at some of the relevant questions surrounding this topic so that we can make sure our content is focused on what's important to our audience. Guys, why do we write content on the page? It's not about boasting about ourselves, right? It's not to tell people how good we are, great we are. It's to answer the questions that people have. The primary purpose of content on your website should not be to elevate yourself or your brand. It should be about how you can help people and what is in it for them, right? You are not important at that point. Users are important. So then this tool goes ahead and starts framing a list of questions that using the AI, using the AI powered knowledge, it goes ahead and gives you a list of questions that you should be focusing upon while writing your content, because this is what people are looking for. If this is there on my website, I think they would get connected more, because I think this is talking to them. Right? It sounds as if I'm talking to them with these questions by providing the answers. So I have copied these questions. I will make a note of these things, and then I will start working on including an FAQ or something like that, so that'll help a lot of people. Then subheadings guide you write better to reflect topical authority. So you need to start breaking your content into pieces, start writing about those independent pieces of content. So that's the second suggestion. Establishing topical authority for Google Ads scores requires mentioning the topic and using the network of relevant subtopics. I'm talking about Google Ads scores, but I need to build some kind of authority saying that this site is talking about anything and everything related to Google Ads scores, the specific page. So I need to build that authority. How do I build that authority? By writing relevant pieces of content that claims the authority, right? Then they also give you certain subtopic suggestions. So I can start writing about these pieces or mentioning about these pieces of content that Google thinks that, okay, this page has some kind of authority, and then starts looking at ranking my site above the competitors. Linking is a great way to show search engines your topical authority. If you know anything about SEO, I was typically not specifically an SEO guy. I am more or less my feet dipped in everything, because I don't really believe in that niche skill set. You need to be good at one, agreed, but you need to be aware of what's happening around you, because very soon everything is going to become one, and I think it'll be a big problem otherwise. So when you start looking at that, if you know anything about SEO link building is very important, because that determines what quality your website possesses, and Google looks at that in trusting you or not trusting your website. Now, if you look at link building in SEO, there are two kinds of links. Links to your website, links from your website. Now, links to your website are important because that determine the quality of traffic that you're attracting, and Google perceives that to be very important. It is also important to send out links from your website to other websites outside your website. So where can I do that? This is where you will find that. So since these are very, very high in terms of authority, I can start linking my website to these URLs to gain a better external link quality. So those are the suggestions this tool is giving me. And as a whole, this is the report. I can download the report and I can do whatever I want. Now this is the outline brief. Right? These are the sub-suggestions. These are the questions. These are the subtopics. These are the URLs that I could start using for linking externally. Right? This is the outline. And then you have optimized suggestions based upon your scores that you can start looking at that. And then you can always post your content here so that it'll run the analysis and say what is missing, and it'll give you suggestions in terms of that. So overall, I was really happy with this tool. There are a lot of other tools that can do similar stuff, but I think this is really good. I will link the other tools that I mentioned so that you can go ahead and check them out as well. This gives you a free trial. Some tools do not give you a free trial, but this is very well worth the trial. So please go ahead and start exploring this. And if you have any questions, any suggestions, any comments, please put them down and I will talk to you directly. And if you have any tools that you would want me to look at and any category of tools that you would want me to look at, please don't hesitate to put it down in the comments. I will get in touch with you with those videos. See you soon. Until next time, this is Casey signing off. Cheers.